Hey guys, Evis here.
And Mish.
We're back on the abundance. Out here in nature, enjoying this beautiful afternoon down here, down under. Today's title of our video, Self-Sabotage. Why self-sabotage stops creation. Part of my awakening, part of my spiritual journey, when I started to awaken, I started to learn particular parts of the body much more in detail. Now, I'm not talking about obviously just that physical body, but when we start talking about our light body or those invisible bodies that are outside of us, we start to learn that particular bodies such as our etheric and our astral body become very important part of our obviously physical body and our makeup. In that astral plane or that astral body, this is where our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs, etc. are sitting. Why is it so important about these, obviously the astral realm, our thoughts, feelings, beliefs for that self-sabotage, is that we start to see thoughts more as an unconscious thing. So these particular thoughts are playing over and over again without our ability to be able to even be aware of it. So thoughts do become things. And when we start to obviously play over these thoughts over and over again, well, they start to obviously become of much more of a self-sabotage to your ability to be able to manifest or create your reality.
Excellent points. And I also think another really important key part is how you feel and how you think about yourself. And this all happens in that etheric body area. So these are thoughts and beliefs that you have about yourself that you have had since childhood, maybe things that you're not really even conscious of. So before you start anything new to change, to transform, whatever it is you want to create and experience in your life, it's very important to start with yourself. So how you feel about who you are, and have a better understanding of that. So any ideas on how we can dig deep and find out?
Definitely. So obviously being more conscious about what our thoughts are. We're thinking thousands of thoughts a day. These thoughts come up, they play over again, we make new thoughts, so it's happening those so many times over and over again. One of my tools that I have obviously been able to use and been able to help with obviously people that we help are tools being able to sit just in that stillness by yourself. I've asked this question before. Can you sit still with your own thoughts? This is when we start to come into that more realm of where we've been able to meditate, to be able to be still with our thoughts, and let thoughts come to the surface and not actually judging them or put any judgment obviously into them and creating those thoughts to play over and over again. Because all you end up doing is actually feeding that particular thing, and then you start finding yourself playing over this same event, situation, or running into someone that you don't want to run into.
So like we said before, like attracts like. So if you're, for example, if you're wanting to lose weight and get fit, but you feel terrible about yourself and you have all these self-sabotaging thoughts about your body, about how you look, about other people, how they think of you, or all these different things that go on in your head subconsciously. So the first very important thing would be to write down all these emotions and to really get to know the emotion that's linked to these thoughts that you have about yourself. And then we can start to talk and look at self-love.
Beautiful. And when we do start to become more aware and more conscious about our thoughts that have been self-sabotaging, this is when we can obviously use these solutions we're about to give you. So we've obviously given you a solution. Obviously the meditation is being able to become conscious and more aware of your thoughts. Obviously with that right brain, we've talked to you about the visual aspect and the imagery that obviously the hemisphere uses. The left brain is all about words. So one of the tools that I've been able to use quite successfully on my own personal journey are affirmations. So these are basically a string of words that you're going to be able to use to affirm a much more positive state and not be self-sabotaging yourself with all of these negative thoughts that you've been playing over and over again. The other solution that we're going to give you guys today is obviously being that visualization, but being able to meditate is so important. Now this might not mean being in the lotus position. This could mean going for a walk along the beach. As we've mentioned, we're out here in nature. You can go for a nice bush walk. It might even mean to some people painting. It's really switching on that right sided hemisphere, that right brain, that feminine aspect, and coming from a much more still and serene state.
Beautiful, I love it. So guys, hopefully that's enough solutions for you to get started and get rid of those self-sabotaging thoughts that are stopping you from being the creators that you are.
That's exactly right, guys. So look, we're going to tie it up there. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Remember to please subscribe down on our YouTube channel. You can catch us also on the Instagram and also on Facebook. Other than that, theabundance33@gmail.com. We're pretty much done here.
Yes.
Awesome. Peace.
Peace.